Hi everyone and welcome back to my cute little channel. It's Albaneraa and this video is for Pride Month. I have just like this cutie and I have some bracelets. In today's video, I'm going to talk about my queer evolution. A personal trip that I've taken deep with myself to embrace who I am and to embrace my real self. And just like in this part of the screen, you're gonna see the picture that I'm gonna see on my phone while I'm talking to you. I'm gonna start just like talking about May 2024. In May 2024, I decided to come out to my family and friends. At the time, I was like in a relationship with a girl, and I was just like so tired of fighting it. To be honest, it was really a tough period because I started to realize that my future might only make sense with a woman, and honestly, that realization scared me a lot. June 2024. I was spending most of my time with my girlfriend, now ex. But something that really drained me was constantly hearing things like, "Well, you don't look gay." You know the meme? But you don't look gay. I've always been quite feminine, to be honest, so I just started to experimenting a little bit more, just like STEM vibes. June 2024 was really an important month for me because I went to my very first Pride, and it was such an emotional thing to me and a beautiful experience also. For the first time, I felt like I'm not the only one. I'm not alone. There are lots of girls just like me that likes girls. July 2024. July kicked off with a ton of university exam because I was doing university at this time, and it was a super busy time. I was also doing some fun Instagram collabs with restaurants because I was living in Milan. Then I went to Nicki Minaj concert. It was honestly magical, and I'm still obsessed with the pink look I wore that day. I'm watching just like some pictures on my phone. I went to some pool parties and then headed back to Sardinia for summer. I was feeling really happy until, guess what? Me and my ex broke up, and it was really unexpected to me and really painful for both of us. From this point on, you can literally see the pain in my eyes on the picture that I'm showing you there. And I was just like almost crying every single day for a lot of months. August 2024. In August, I started to present in a more masculine way. I felt like the more masculine I look, the more safer I feel. And I had the belief that my femininity was somehow connected to the most fragile, pure part of my soul. And without a girlfriend by my side, I didn't feel safe showing my feminine side. I felt just like super vulnerable. At the end of the month, I cut my own hair, kind of as a way to start fresh. I felt a little bit like Ellie from The Last of Us, by the way, my favorite game ever. But honestly, the haircut didn't make me feel safer. I just kept crying really hard. I was deeply hurt. September 2024. So, yeah, on September, I was just like basically playing a U-Haul but without a girl, just like me, with no girlfriend this time. But I decided to move back to Sardinia, and living Milan was so tough because imagine that I lived there for just like 3.5 years, a lot of time of my life. All my friends were there, and I just become freshly single. So yeah, a lot of pain, my people, a lot of pain. But the light in all the darkness was meeting India. Now she's one of my closest female friends and honestly kind of saved me during that time. I started going to lesbian clubs. I was trying to bounce back. I even played The Last of Us Part 2 for the thousandth time, I think. At the end of the month, I officially moved to Sardinia. I decided to really cut all my hair, just like all, to explore my masculine side for real. This time, for real. I had no hair at all, but fine. October 2024. I was living in Sardinia and working out a lot. Like my shoulder were huge in that picture. I also started ordering just like wigs to try some new looks. I spent a lot of time reflecting to my gender identity. I kept asking myself, do I just want to look like a boy or I want to be a boy, to look like a boy, to feel like a boy? It was really, really hard to figure out for me because I felt like a real boy in boy clothes. And I was also starting to ache my chest, to just like I'm trying to understand, started thinking seriously about the idea of being just like non-binary. But for a moment, I was just happy to explore and play around with gender. For Halloween, as you can see, I was a baddie. I decided to dress a bit more feminine and went out for sushi with my bestie. He's a boy. He's a boy, the only boy in my life. November 2024. November was all about trying to find balance between being masculine and feminine, but I still felt like I was only truly beautiful when I wore wigs or had long hair. Like I could only feel pretty when I leaned it fully into my feminine side. And I went back to Milan to discuss my thesis and make sure everything was on track for graduation. One night I challenged myself with going to the club for the first time with my real short hair. And I remember feeling super vulnerable and unsure. But then this beautiful girl that was on my table told me that I looked so powerful with short hair. And I don't know, but that little girl, super girl's moment was exactly what I needed. December 2024. In December, I was basically splitting my time, 2 weeks in Sardinia, 2 weeks in Milan, and I was meeting new people, changing apartments every month, and honestly, it was kind of fun. Also, I love Christmas, so I was deep into gift shopping and decorating mode. I flew back to Milan to celebrate New Year's Eve with my bestie, as you can see, and we had so much fun together. On the last day of the year, I looked stunning. Stunning. My outfit was kind of a Jessica Rabbit inspired, and honestly, I felt really gorgeous that day. January 2025. In January, I felt really shaped, like a little mask gym girl, Moscow mommy type shit. I was cooking for myself, working for my inner peace, trying to believe in love again, hard stuff. And just like I was focusing on positive vibes, I started painting again. I also got my first tattoo. This one here, Sin Miedo. I was just like so happy because it had a really deep meaning for me. By the end of the month, I was watching YouTube every day. I had always dreamed about having my own channel, to be honest, and I started to seriously think about making it real, but I was just like a little bit scared to do it. February 2025. February was a continuation of my peace era. One day I saw this on Pinterest that said, your fear of looking stupid is holding you back. And that became my mantra. It literally shifted my whole mindset. I finished my painting and felt so proud of it. Then I finally decided to start my own channel, my own YouTube channel, with a trip vlog to Milan. I was going out, studying, spending time with my friends, buying every Hello Kitty stuff that I saw. Guilty. I spent Valentine's Day by myself doing my makeup, taking cute pics. Of course, I also hit a bunch of gay bars. Did my first interview and celebrated my 22nd birthday surrounded all my friends. March 2025. March felt like a true wake up month. I was really taking care of my mental health, eating well, practicing gratitude. I was editing videos, working on YouTube graphics, trying to balance everything. Hard stuff. I had to studying for my graduation, gym, reading, social life, and content creation. I made my graduation flowers with you all. I had a video about it and started planning my outfit for it. It had a whole lesbian theme with all the flag colors. It was honestly one of the most healing times of my life in terms of my sexuality. I was learning to accept every part of myself, and for my graduation I wrote a book about my past relationship, and I dedicated to all women because we should never feel guilty for loving. April 2025. Let's start April with this photo because this month was all about my Hello Kitty YouTube series. I bought a new mic and edited a tone and watched the Last of Us series. Even though I'm not super happy with the casting choice for Haley, I don't know what you think, let me know. I reconnected with nature, spent a lot of time with my grandparents, read books, cuddle with my cat, typical lesbian shit. May 2025. May was a month of reconnection with my friends, my family, and myself. I went to Porto Cervo with my bestie, then my friend Gloria came to Sardinia for a week and we explored so many beautiful places. I visited my other grandma, flew to Milan, then to Barcelona. It was a total no sleep airport car month. The Barcelona trip was honestly one of the best things that's ever happened to me. India and I are total partners in crime. We have such a beautiful friendship. Thank you, India. Kisses. We met so many amazing gay girls there. It was crazy and beautiful and everything I was needing. June 2025. June, I mean this month, because today is like the 24th of June. In this month, I've been studying a lot Japanese and for my driver license. Still trying to balance it all, going to the beach, reading, studying, but I'm so excited. This is like a news. I have to go to the Pride in Milan the 28th of this month, and I have the flight just like on Friday morning, and I'm going. I'm so excited. I really want to go. I really want. It's pretty needed. Pretty needed. One of the girls, India, and I met in Barcelona is coming to visit, and we are going to the Pride together, even with the girlfriends of India. Ooh, just like another stuff. K1 just dropped her new AP. So Pride Month I think is going really well. I love K1, my wife. Kisses. I really want to talk about the video. So those are my conclusions. It was really hard for me to make this video because it's like the first time I open up just like so much in my YouTube channel, and but I truly hope that my story can help someone out there. Now I love being femme, I love being mask, I love being both. I love being queer and being me. I feel queer in so many parts of my life, to be honest, and I'm proud that I let myself explore. I let myself be who I am and explore everything that I need in order to feel real and whole. I wish you all a beautiful Pride Month. Kisses, Alba. So don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment the video about your experience, about your queer evolution, and I wish you all a very good Pride Month.